So we've mentioned in recent episodes of Pugliese Speed Shop that we're trying to get rid of a couple of things, clean things up a little bit, get rid of the clutter. So that's what we're going to do. But it ain't that simple, you know that, right? It's, let's just say we're going to get rid of the clutter with a twist. So before we incorporate the twist, let me tell you what we're looking at back here. Part of hot rodding, guys, is you accumulate things, right? You might be looking at, nowadays it's Marketplace. Before that it was Craigslist. Before that it was eBay, which is still a thing. And I found out recently Craigslist is still a thing. They haven't updated the website. It still looks like, like a ransom note or whatever, but it's still there. Before that was Auto Trader, and then like the Penny Saver, and all that word of mouth. It just keeps evolving, right? But at the end of the day, the heart of hot rodding is scrounging for parts, looking for things you can use. You come across something that's a good deal, and you grab it. That was the case with these wheels right here. They're Silverado SS wheels, like early 2000s. 20s, keep them clean.
I was on my way back to the hood to buy them 20s. I mean them 10s, they 10s. But I keep them clean. I was on my way to buy them.
Actually, no, we don't. You can see from this one right here, it's kind of beat. The rest of them look good. I scooped them up for like $100. I was looking for parts for the hard body like a year or two ago. Looking for wheels. I said, hey, these are kind of cool. They're 6-lug. They'll mount up. Let's check them out. Entirely too big for what I was doing with that truck. So I kept them because, I don't know if you guys realize, but we have a couple of Chevy trucks around here. That's a Ford, but next to it's a Chevy. So I said, maybe I'll use them on the C10. It's just not the look I'm going for. But either way, we had them sitting there because eventually, guys, the project is going to come up that we're going to use these things. It's going to happen, right? That's where we were at. Well, it's been 2 years, and that project hasn't come up. However, Nick had a project that they would be perfect for. He just scooped it up, and he had, hey, man, I'm looking for these wheels. I was like, dude, I got a set. One of them's trashed, but it's a lot easier to find one than it is to find 4, or you could powder coat them. You could do all sorts of things. So over to him to what he wants to do. But I've been promising you guys a trip down to his place for quite some time. He's got some things you guys have never seen, and we're going to take a ride. So I'm going to load these things up. I'm going to leave all the other wheels. Guys, it's crazy. Pugliese's Wheel Emporium, because I got about 3 more sets up in the loft. Well, he don't need those. I'm going to use at least one of them. All right, so I'm going to load these up, and we're going to head south. So it's not too far of a ride. He actually lives down like by where I work on the base, so it's not bad. Right, I drive this road every day. It's not bad, guys. So you see just a whole bunch of trees, and yeah, 1 lane each direction. Not a bad commute. So yeah, man, it's something. You just accumulate stuff, and then you guys know this. This guy really just cut out, huh? Solid plan, dude. But yeah. It just happens. Like my brother was giving me a hard time, and I get it because I don't know how many sets of wheels I got. I gave away a set of rallies with the 65, the one I traded for the Suburban, and then now Nick's gonna take these, and I still got at least 2-3 more. I got the Detroit, what do we call them, Steelies, the Transports, I think I'm gonna use them on a 65. I got a set of aluminum slots with brand new tires on. Guys, I think I paid $45. Guys want them out of there. I was like, dude, like $45 a piece. He's like, no, for all four. We're brand new. I think they're BF Goodrich tires. Thanks. You know? So he only had three. It was kind of funny. He had three. I said, yeah, I'll take them. I went and scooped him up, and he hits me up about 2 or 3 months later. Hey, man, I found the fourth one. You want it? I said, yeah, what do you want for it? He's like, just come get it. Roger that. So it happens. I scooped up this beautiful seat for the 65 because I want to do more of a like the OBS style interiors. I thought those are really comfortable, easy to keep clean, durable, and they look great. So I'm thinking something. I bought this bench seat with the armrest in it. So if, I haven't put it in yet, as you guys have seen, because the one of the 65 looks good, but it's a little tear on the one side, and the springs are terrible. And whatever, you know, it's vinyl, so that gets hot. It's just, you see something, it's, you know, affordable, you grab it. Because, guys, if you don't grab it when you see it, you ain't going to see it again. We all know that. All right, guys, as promised, we're down south at an undisclosed location here with Nick. And here's his shop that we've talked about and alluded to, and you've seen pictures of. But he's got some stuff in the shop, and he's got what everybody's interested in on the side of the shop. So you want to take us over there, dude?
Sure.
If you guys remember, how long ago was it? About almost 2 years ago?
Probably.
We went to Delaware. I remember it was the day that Rocky IV was reintroduced, because I ended up not going to the movie to pick up this car, and I don't regret it one bit. So tell us about it. You know, what you've done, all that.
I took the body off, painted the frame, did the suspension, did some brake lines. Steering needs to be worked still. Got it blasted. Got some different doors. Came with the interior with a chassis over there that I picked up. Posi rear end. I got a posi in the back.
Oh, is that right? So in case you guys haven't figured out 55 Chevy, is it 210 or is it Bel Air?
210.
210?
Yep.
Right on. Which is sexier than a Bel Air if you ask me.
Yeah.
But he had it in the shop for a while. That's where he did all this work. Because it was, I remember there was like some weird, the quarters had some fiberglass in them or something.
Yeah, I blasted those all out. They're kind of just wide now.
Okay. Yeah, I remember that was kind of weird.
Yeah.
And there was a lot. Everything looked super solid, but obviously you can see when you blast a car. I mean, you're asking to see the worst, and if that's the worst, that's not too bad. You know? But I remember we couldn't see the rod. Everything looked solid, so it must have been like bonded over or something.
Yeah,
Huh?
it was bonded, yeah.
But Nick's not standing for none of that. It's a car he's always wanted, so do it right. You know, do it once, do it right. So, but Nick also gets a little bit distracted. We all have this problem.
Definitely do.
So rather than off it like you have in the past, put it out here, preserve it, got a good stopping point, and get back to it after working a couple other projects. Huh?
Yeah.
You want to show them what's in the
Sure.
in the shop? All right. So yeah, he's got a lift. I'm jealous. He's also got the lowest mileage Monte Carlo that is on the face of the earth. What's the mileage on this one again?
21,000?
21,000 miles, 76, right?
Yeah.
All original, everything except for what Nick's done to it.
Yeah.
Look at that. That is sick. That's like it was never satin. It's all original.
For sure.
So crazy.
Yeah.
Black on black on black. Love it.
Yep. Triple black. Just a normal 350.
Got those dirt track wheels with a pinstripe to match the car. That's just class. Pure class.
The normal 250, I had to put a carburetor in it.
Little headers on it.
Headers, some cooling, an alternator, AC. Had to get the AC off.
Just, yeah, you took all the smog, all that stuff, huh?
Yeah.
I think you bought the same system, well, but for this car, but like what I bought for my Suburban. So hopefully, I went off what you said, so it should fit.
Still a gutless 350, but I just drive it and have fun and enjoy it.
Looks good, sounds good, rides good. What more could you want?
Right.
Yeah. I just can't. The interior and the mileage, I can't get over. It's like bought it from the family of the original owner.
Yeah.
I mean,
Second owner.
I was for a 70. The car's older than me. I'm a 77 model.
Oh, yeah.
So,
A little bit of rust down here. The hole.
that's what got me.
I'm just gonna let it ride though.
That's the only rest of the whole car.
Yeah. And on top of the roof.
I'm gonna make it here. All right. That's a surface rust up there.
Yeah. But the final top is like there's no bubbles underneath. Or
Which is amazing. Like the one on my Le Mans was just trash.
trash, right?
And it was all. I mean, it's cracked coming off, and then there was bubbles underneath it too. So
Yeah.
that's amazing. I mean, I still kind of want to run a buffer over this thing and see what
Yeah, that's
what we
true.
can.
Yeah. Or even some patina sauce or
Yeah.
whatever they got.
I think I say we try the one, and if that don't work, we use the other because the one's definitely gonna work. You know,
I went from single to dual exhaust, and that was a fight.
worth it. That's what you say.
Worth it,
Change the
yeah.
cross member and stuff.
Mhm.
We can't. We got to talk about the elephant in the room over there too.
The lowrider.
That thing is gorgeous, man.
It's got a page stripe, bought it from insurance auction. With the fairing lowers, I had to do an outer primary, some foot boards, oil change, did a cam while I was in there, did some tires.
Of course, just did a cam when we were in there.
Suspension work up front, some handlebars.
This thing is awesome.
Yeah,
The
it drives really nice.
the color is beautiful. All the accents you put on it, you just like the police bags and like you said the fairing and the bars, all that stuff. And then, of course, the icing on the cake, man, is that pinstripe that
Yeah.
perfectly matches the
Working on that
headlights.
guy's business card, I could, put him on Front Street there and tell you
Yeah.
who pinstriped it, but he came from Virginia, so I don't really know his.
All his info.
Yeah,
We know he does good work.
for sure.
That's the way with the headlight there just matches like the.
Absolutely.
It just puts it all together, dude.
Had to get these
Well done.
grommets
Ugh.
that Advan Black sent out, but the Harley ones got an actual washer on the backside of them that physically hold your windshield down a little bit better. So
Oh, really?
if you have an Advan Black fairing and it came from them, and you have their grommets, just get some Harley ones because they work a lot better. The other ones just disintegrate in your hands.
Yeah, so you really don't want your windscreen coming off when you're going on the road.
No.
You know, it might hurt. Of course, you got this is the bike that made me buy a road glad. Nick, well, you bought this out in California, huh?
I did, yeah. It was blowing up, and I put it back together and rode it out in California. And don't ride it as much as I'd like to, but she still drives.
Oh yeah, well, it was a year ago. We rode up to
Yeah.
East Coast Sturgis, and I mean, you were running about $4,000 on the highway because
Yeah.
this thing's built to the hilt and it's got a 5-speed in it. Oh, you changed the bars since I saw it last.
Yeah, put different bars on it, yeah.
You like that better?
I don't know.
You haven't ridden enough?
They're pretty low. Keeps your blood flowing to your hands, but
Nah, that's overrated. But yeah, actually, he had this bike for a while, and I always admired it. And then when you were staying with me, my I might have gotten popped trying to get on base with expired registration on my 65, and they turned me around. I went back home and I didn't have anything else that ran, and your bike was here. I was, hey man, can I take your bike to work, dude? He's like, yeah, we good. And I rode it to work, and I was like, okay, I need one of these. And you guys know, I got my road glide now. I got almost 29,000 miles on that thing now.
Yeah.
Just so appreciate it.
No problem.
Yeah.
This was an FX DX 2000 for my girl.
That's another one from the auction, right?
No, this one I bought.
Oh, did you?
Right from a guy, yeah. It was pretty raggedy, and it had a wide glide front end on it, so I switched it back to narrow glide. And
Smart.
I got a different fork leg tube for it, and to make it dual disc again, and get some odd parts to put on. And yeah, I'll get to it one day, just like everything.
Well, we all have that.
Yeah. It drives the other runs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's good. That's cool. That's gonna be a cool bike.
Yeah.
Speaking of getting to one day, so Nick's got this OBS he just picked up over here.
Yeah.
And see, this is why we had to come out here and bring these wheels, because they're gonna look dope on this thing. 4-wheel drive, 94, OBS style Chevy,
Yep.
Nevada truck. So
Not rusted.
yeah, and just went through the whole interior and cleaned everything up. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
You can tell. This thing looks good, dude.
Thanks.
It's so Nick's got a thing for these teal trucks.
Yeah, I do.
So how'd it go? He sent me the link for this.
Yep.
And it's like, hey, you should check this out, really clean OBS.
Yeah.
And before I did anything, he texts me again and says, too late, I bought it. He says, hey, I got that 2-wheel drive, you want it? And I think you guys might know the answer. I do, and now I have a teal OBS.
Hell yeah.
Which how long you had that thing?
Probably 2 years now.
Is it that long?
Maybe. Yeah, maybe a year.
And what's funny about that truck is I saw it listed, and I hit Nick up and I was like, hey man, this thing's pretty cool. And he's like, yeah, I know, I just bought it. I was like, okay.
The teal OBS.
That's yeah, apparently he really likes them. You know? But he did all the hard work, which I'm a big fan of. So I definitely
rockers, quarters,
appreciate
core
it.
drop, some rust prevention, door pins.
Just finished the door pins. Actually, I got here, I held the door for him
Oh, yeah.
because he knew how to do it. Then we exhaust and
Yeah.
a whole bunch of parts that are still in there that basically the little stuff. He did the hard stuff. I got to put the little stuff back together, which seems to be my thing lately.
For sure.
So I think we'll be all set.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, hadn't bought anything in a while. And I mean, who better to buy something off of than
There
Nick?
you go, right.
There it is. So you guys, now you got the tour, and you guys better feel really special because Nick doesn't usually let people back here. Like, you know,
Sure.
Megan's never even been back here. She doesn't even know where he lives. Right, so we show you some of the stuff he's got back here, which is always cool stuff and ever changing. Like as you mentioned, that's the chassis and the exhaust, 5-speed and all that came with the Chevy, huh?
Nice trans and exhaust, yeah.
See? Always got something. You never know. It was kind of funny, like Buddy mentioned last week when we were over here. Nick was working on Buddy's Dyna, and we're like, hey, yeah, we're swapping parts back and forth. Like, I'm going to buy this truck. Hey, you want these wheels and all? And Buddy's like, is this really what, like, this is, yeah, this is what hot riders do. we never get rid of anything. We just bounce back and forth with it, and
Yeah.
eventually it keeps us, we feel like we got something new. That's it. So I'm gonna get out of Nick's hair, get back in this thing, and drive down this treacherous road. Don't even try and come back here if you actually ever figure it out, because you're not gonna make it. All right. Well, I guess you guys have figured out the twist at this point in the game, and this is how we do it over here. You know, we can't. We got rid of some wheels, so we got a truck. I mean, that seems like, you know, we freed up some space. You know, that's probably not how any of this works. But now you understand why I mentioned the OBS seat, because that's going to look absolutely dope in that guy back there. And yeah, I like I said before, guys, if you see something and it's affordable, you buy it. Because I was never going to find an OBS truck in this shape at what Nick was offering it to me at. You know, this is never going to happen. So we get back to the house. I'm almost at the house now. We get back there, give you a little walk around to the truck, and then I'm probably going to call it after that. I mean, because, you know, it's Sunday, right? And, well, I'm definitely not going to watch football, if that's what you're thinking. But I'm probably going to sit around and do nothing, even though I should probably be working on the Suburban. Yeah. What are you going to do? All right, guys, back at the house, safe and sound, and time for a walk around. Clearly, we're missing something in this region here, but not to worry. She's right over here. She's a little cracked, though. Right there. And not in the best shape. We'll see what we do here. I'm not, you know, like saving stuff, so. We also got some inners for the door skin, bottoms there. Nick doesn't play when it comes to replacing stuff, guys. As you can tell by the fact that we got some LEDs here. So, that's why these fenders are actually replacements too. You'll see as we go. But say he threw these wheels on, tires are in good shape, so we'll probably stick with those for a little while, even though I do have ideas of brewing. So yeah, down here you see it's not bad, guys. I don't foresee me cutting that and replacing it. It did go through a little bit here. We'll see. He was doing a little paint match work, so we got a busted mirror here, which is fine because I want the small ones. And like I said, he put new carpet. He put some kill mat underneath there somewhere. So we've got to finish the little trim offs. No big deal. Obviously, you see why I was talking about that seat. This one's not terrible. I've seen worse, but you know, armrest is missing. But look at this. This guy, he's all right. For some ungodly reason, the previous owner decided to camo this. I believe the the bezel here is the same. We'll take care of that. Nick just installed new bushings and pins and everything. Guys, this door is incredible. Watch this. Come on, huh? Can't beat that. And speaking of can't beat that, .3 V6 automatic, starts right up, runs great, don't smoke. I mean, come on. He put the new exhaust on it. She's a little drippy because she's been sitting. That happens. Clearly it's the work truck edition. That's why it's got that different grill and roll up windows and all that. And the not as good seat, which is fine because we got the good seat. Oh, that's what we forgot to grab off of him. He said he's got the headliner. So I'll get that off him. It's not like I'm not going to see the guy. So we're going to do something with that, guys. You know, we do headliner stuff. Here are the old fenders. I'm going to climb up on this open. Not well. All right. So we got the air box on that one. You can see these are pretty rusty. This one is even worse, guys. It's the whole lip is gone. So yeah. Good call on that. You saw the taillights are in the cab as well. Nick did all the hard stuff, like I said. New exhaust. Let's see what else we got in here. See the New shocks, brake lines, all that stuff. He did the brakes. He did a 2.4 drop on it. You can see the new hardware right there with the shackles and whatnot. That's all new stuff. We actually did this door right before I left. So it's got all the pins and everything brand new. He bought all good stuff, guys, too, I'll tell you. All the stuff that kind of goes with stuff. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. All new e-brake stuff here. Yeah, this camo. What was this guy thinking? So, well, you know, people got to make it their own, I guess, right? So there's the tail lights, more interior pieces, vents and stuff. So yeah, we got everything we need there. He said the trans seems to be dripping a little bit, so we got a pan gasket. Rockers, brand new. Cab corners, brand new. Nick did all that, so thanks, guy. See? And well, that's the walk around, guys. It's a plain Jane work truck, V6 automatic, power steering and brakes. That's about it. And virtually rust free. We could finish what Nick was doing. Like I said, we got this part here, you know, if needed. You guys tell me. I don't really think it's needed. I don't see it happening anytime soon. I'll tell you that much. Back here, yeah, we'll take care of that. But I am digging it. I love these short box OBS trucks. I can't believe I actually got one. The story about how I found it and then he got it, and then it's just, you can't make this stuff up, guys. So I didn't want to say nothing until I checked with Nick, but he did not put these LEDs on, and I didn't think so because they're pretty cheesy, guys. They make an LED that looks just like the headlight on the front of the Jeep there. I actually ordered them for the Jeep. I saw them when we were up at Carlisle when I was up there with Jay. I think I'm going to do the same for this because, yeah, it's pretty cheesy. But it's all there. And what else we got in here? Can you see? All new front end pieces, drop spindles. Everything there is new too. When Nick goes and does something, he does it right. You guys see the way he does all this stuff over there at the house. He's doing the same kind of stuff with his OBS. So well, you guys get to see how they all turn out. Because this one will be on the channel, obviously. And I don't see why Nick's won't be. Guys, did I need this thing? Absolutely not. You see, we got projects everywhere, right? Do I regret buying it? Absolutely not. Because we know what we got, right? Nick's had this thing for a couple years. He's gone through it. He's a detail-oriented guy. So he went through, and anything he didn't already fix, the parts are pretty much sitting in there ready for it, you know? So he some things we didn't even talk about, like I showed you the suspension, all new shocks, ball joints, spindles, all that with the lowering kit and all new stuff. Then he had the bed off. He POR'd everything underneath there. New exhaust. The rear bumper, so I guess the other one was either trash or mangled or not there or whatever. He put that on there. It had some cheesy LED lights in the back of it as well. He bought the stock ones. Just all little things, right? The door, he got the armrest for the doors. Just stuff that would drive you nuts. And he wanted to drive this, you know, so that's what he did. He was setting up for himself as a daily driver when he stumbled upon a four-wheel drive V8 Nevada truck. I don't blame him either, right? So he's going to set that thing up with all the same kind of stuff he was doing here. He's already started it. He was working on it when I pulled up to get this one. And he's already got the wheels in the back of his truck. He's going to take them to get powder coated or whatever. That thing is going to be awesome, right? I'm hoping we got the same thing going on over here, which I don't see why it wouldn't. Now we don't have a 350 yet, but all that aside, you know, we're not jumping on this guy right away. So even though it will be, I mean, a weekend or two tinkering with it, getting stuff done, throw a windshield in it, go down the road. We kind of thought that with the Suburban, which has snowballed. So we're not going to touch this. We don't need to, so we're not going to mess up the order of things we got going. I keep pointing here because the Suburban is right here. This giant thing right here. We're almost done, guys. I should have had the front end on it all done today, but instead I went and got this. These things happen. So we're going to finish that one. We're going to move the kids' car in at some point and throw some brake lines in that. And then we got to get on this Ford because Modone, it's been sitting, I'm looking at it right now. It's got to get done and get gone. Scotty needs her back. We need some room and a little closure, you know? So, yes, we bought another project. No, we're not dropping other things to get on it. This is more of a, like I said earlier, if something pops up and it's affordable and you know you want it, get it. I have some room, not a lot, I'm running out, but I got the room to put it to the side and we'll worry about it a couple weeks down the road. So, that being said, I should probably get back to work on the Suburban so I can finish all those things and finally get to work on this guy. Because you know what they say, if you want to have the coolest thing in the parking lot, you better be ready to put in some work. Thanks for watching, guys.